Hey there, YouTube land. Big Dave here. I would like to take a minute to talk to you about some new reeds. So here's a reed that I just took out of the box. It's brand new. I just opened this box of Rico 3 hard, and these are unfiled. Sometimes I use 4 soft, and sometimes I use some Van Doren reeds for other kinds of playing, but my normal stuff is usually the Select Jazz, and I usually use 3 hard or 4 soft. So I haven't played a note on this reed. I just took it out of the box, and I'm going to try to hold it in the light so we can see what's going on here. Before I even play a note on it, it has like an edge running up the side here, all the way up. So I'm going to wet it, and I'll get my horn. So I'm just using one of my normal mouthpieces here. It's a rubber Van Doren T9. It's kind of like an Auto-Link copy, I use this. It has a pretty normal sound. Sometimes I use a metal mouthpiece, has a different tone to it, but I decided for the purpose here, I just want to use a normal mouthpiece. Plain 2 screw ligature. I'm going to put this on. And like I said, I haven't done a thing with this reed. So it's not too bad. Actually, it's maybe a little bit on the stuffy side, and I wouldn't, get too excited over that right this minute today. I'll just, play it for a little bit, maybe 15-20 minutes, and then I'll put it away. I'll also take my pencil, and I'll mark the date on the back, and I'll also mark it whether, like I said, it feels a little stuffy to me. So I'll write like ST on it. I know what that means. It's stuffy. If it's too hard, I might write an H on it. If it's too soft, I might write SF for soft. But right now, I'm not going to do anything too much with this reed. To me, the left side, I just played both sides. I just played the left side, and I just played the right side. The right side, to me, is kind of weird. And as I look at it, I'm going to hold it up here. I'm going to turn it around. You see, the right side is where it has this edge that we're talking about. So I can use an emery file to just file and rub the edge and get rid of some of that. But I just happen to be in the kitchen, so what I'm going to do is just take a knife and scrape up the side. Now, I don't really suggest you do this at home unless you have a lot of experience with doing this stuff, especially kitchen knives. This could be a bad thing. So I'm just going up to get rid of this edge, and just taking some of that edge down. Okay, but if you're not, like if you're not with the knife thing, just use like a nail file, like you get in the drugstore, and just rub up the side a little bit. So now I took some of this off. Maybe not enough, actually, because I can still kind of see it. Right? And like I said, don't get into the knife thing unless you really feel comfortable with it. Use sandpaper, or they make this thing called a Reed Geek, I don't have one. Now, I could push this on my finger on the left, and over here, I can still feel that one side is stiffer. So I'm going to go up the edge here, take some more. I'm just working that edge. I'm not doing anything else. You know? And now I'm feeling it again. Yeah, it feels more balanced. And you can still see a little bit of that edge, but I took some of it down. But the Reed Geek, I don't own one. I have friends that own them, and they really like it. And it's kind of safe, so you don't have to deal with the knife thing. But I don't know, I've been using knives so long. The only thing about it, you don't want to carry your knives around with you because it's bad. You know, sometimes it's you can't bring them to school. So you want something that's like a little file or Reed Geek. So it's better. It's not great though. Yeah, so that one side to me is still uncooperative. And I'm going to just get a little more scraping in on that one side. So like I just said about, you know, the knife safety thing, I usually use a little pen knife, like a 2-inch pen knife. But you know, I wouldn't be dragging a kitchen knife around. But for the purpose of this, I'm just showing you can make this small adjustment. And just going to pop this on again, see what happens. Alright, so basically, it's right now pretty playable. It sounds a little buzzy to me, so this wouldn't be like a reed I would hurry up and run and put on. I might choose a different one that was a bit darker. But sometimes you're in a dull room and you need some buzz. Or, you know, you can still cover with more of your lip. Or you can leave more lip out. So it gives you more brightness, you know. Okay, so again, I'm just going to remind you, if you're need to carry stuff around with you, you know, look into the Reed Geek. Which I like I said, I don't use one myself, but I know friends that have them, and you can carry them around. They're I think they're airline safe and all that stuff. Or if you have to go to school, if you're a student, you know, just use an emery board like you get in the drugstore to fix nails with. You can do the same thing, just gently rubbing there. Okay, or if you're an old fool like me, then you can use a kitchen knife. All right, catch you guys later.